Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of E4 as Ethiopia. In previous episode, we managed to... Well, we're currently in a war against Ottomans. We went to declare war because Persia was getting potentially stomped by the Ottomans. So I figured that, you know, distracted the enemy at least a little bit. We did pull in Portugal into that war, but then Tunis just went in and sieged down Portugal's capital, and Portugal decided to step out of the war. Kind of disappointingly. So we're just now moving into Tunis and just sieging down as much as we can. We will need to take at least one fort from them to be able to force a peace on them, I reckon. I wouldn't mind taking a few provinces here, though. Something like that, for example, and maybe some money. But we'll probably need to do quite a bit of sieging and maybe a bit of fighting in there as well. We've got our troops preparing for... Oh, no, they're actually moving away from Tabuk. Can I catch them there? Nope, I cannot. I might be able to catch them in Al-Jaffa, though. Oh, yeah. We're going to catch at least a small army. Or are we? Oh, yeah, we are. That's going to be a snap wipe. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to pull this back again. Going to do some hit and run tactics right now while we do a lot of sieging over here in the Tunisian lands, because it's going to be taking a lot of attrition with all this siege. And I'd rather avoid as much of it as we can, within reason. Right, so both these generals actually do have one siege pip, so we should be able to siege down the fort in Kef fairly quickly. Oh, there's the 35,000 man army. I suppose that can go to Kef. We'll keep the other army in sort of range there to help in case there's some sort of attacks. But the siege itself shouldn't be too difficult. We've got plenty of cannons. It might take, I don't know, 6 months, maybe something like that. But it looks like the Ottoman armies in Persia are active again. So we did get third army in here, so we've got now 80,000 men if need be. Which we probably do need to use. Oh, Kiva, would they be willing to take the peace deal yet? No, not yet. But that would be another army or nation that we don't need to then worry about later on. If you were to get a truce with them. Oh, rebels cross border. Oh, bollocks. It's again Portuguese rebellion. I'm just going to go ahead and send this one down south. So we'll just leave the two armies over here to deal with the Ottoman troops. Which, to be fair, you know what? No. Before we move you all the way down south, I want to go ahead and get rid of this army. They'll probably have some other troops nearby. Oh yeah, they got a lot more troops nearby. But if we get both of these armies into the battle at the same time, or all three of these armies within close vicinity of one another, assuming that they don't win the siege yet, I think we'll be fine. I saw another army over there. Okay, I think it's now time to move in. We're defending, but we don't have defensive terrain bonus in here. We got the discipline advantage, but they got the morale advantage. Currently we got the numbers advantage, but not for long. They've got another 21,000 men arriving. Another 33,000. Oh dear, this is going to be bad. I'm going to pull back these troops. They did take a lot more casualties than we did, but at the same time, I just couldn't really afford staying in that combo for much longer. Now, the siege in Kef, in the meanwhile, is... well, it's progressing. How much we've spent time? No, it's about half a year right now. So lost the siege of Sham, so we're going to lose control of these. They might start sieging down Jerusalem. Oh, Jerusalem Mamluks ended. Alright then. Do we have... hold on a minute. Damietta could probably be perfect for this, so we'll get the naval battery in here, so we can start inflicting some attrition for the Ottoman fleet here. And it's 49% now, so it's a bit of a coin flip whether we win that siege or not. And then... oh, right, let's go ahead and split the armies again. If they get to Tabuk, that's somewhere where we could potentially beat them back still, although it's not really going to be easy. Alternatively, if they're going to go into Jerusalem or something, that's, well, that's dry land, so that's not going to be that easy either. Did they already peace out with, no, they haven't peaced out Persia yet, or Hormuz. They are winning the war against Hormuz, mind you, but maybe we can have a bit of an impact there. There we go. Kef has been won. I'm just going to wait for the reinforcements to be a little bit closer, and then we'll go ahead and beat down the Tunis army. We'll go and siege down the capital, and then we'll peace out Tunis, get these armies back to Egypt. That one's going to Bizerta. Well, we'll be catching them there. We got the river crossing penalty, mind you, but we've got better troops. Much, much better troops, actually. Hey, export license. Okay, this is actually not that great. Legitimacy is not something we need too desperately. So I'm going to take the tax modifier. Burgers are not going to be quite as happy from that, but that's alright. I'm going to go ahead and, actually, no, you can stay there. Siege down Tunis. And are they willing to take a peace deal yet? Not yet, at least for taking the lands there, but I guess we're getting closer on that. Ottomans are definitely kind of, well, low enthusiasm, so are we, technically speaking, but is that, what is the reason for that? Relative strength of the alliances, fair enough. Occupied and besieged provinces, revolts in Ethiopia, yeah, okay. Well, there is that rebellion, and I can't really deal with that right now because of the bloody Portuguese rebellions in Zanzibar that's constantly happening. And then they decide to march into our territories because of that. Now, I don't think they'll be getting the independence anytime soon. No, not yet. I don't think it anyway. Oh, what are the Ottomans? They offered to pay me money. No. Well, that would be nice. I don't think that's going to be sufficient. Of course, we're going to lose the war goal now. At the same time, the Ottomans are still fighting a second war, and they've lost a lot of areas over... Oh, right, they've got 140,000 over here in Persia's areas. They've got probably about similar amounts in here. Maybe not quite as much, but still fairly close. You need to deal with that rebellion, though. That's going to be causing some issues otherwise. Now, is Kiwa, would you be willing to take a peace deal? Not yet. What about Tunis? If I don't take the... Okay, what would you be willing to give me? Probably not a lot. 100 ducats? You know what? I'll take it. Now let's move these back in here. Suppose Metal Burner's army is going to continue into Egypt. And then Kazu's army is actually going to go also to Egypt. We'll send the 20,000 man army down south. That should be sufficient to deal with the rebellion. And then from there we can, we'll have the 120,000 man army in here again. And they won't be, actually, I'm going to put in Palestine, we're going to put in the defensiveness edicts. Just to slow down the progress of the siege. Even further, we've got, 57% defensiveness in there. They've got fairly good siege ability though. But yeah, no, it's still going to be delaying them to 48 days per tick. Which give us enough time to bring in the reinforcements from Tunis back home. Right, now the siege down Mombasa. Yeah, kill one separated Portugal. I bloody knew it. Oh, and they took a white peace. Okay, so now we're fighting alone. Bukhara, are you willing to take a peace deal yet? Not yet, but not far off either. If Bukhara was not in this war, they've got a fairly good siege ability and all that. That would be potentially making it a little bit easier for us. Now, of course, the Ottomans do still have the numbers advantage in this war for sure. I do wonder, how much manpower do they have? We're basically out of manpower. So are they. Now, we're building the bastion. So that's going to give us a bit more manpower. We could get the... Oh, right, are we... Yeah, we are up to date in tech, so let's get the interest per annum. Trade steering would also be quite nice, but we don't actually need it quite yet. So how close is Bukhara? I don't want to give war operations, and is the... No, I'm not going to release things. Wait, okay, so there is the concede defeat. That's not a thing anymore, I guess. Admittedly, it was a bit broken at times. Okay, reinforcements from Tunis are slowly arriving. Also, how far are the troops heading south? Okay, they're in Ethiopia proper already. The problem is that they've got such a huge amount of troops here near Jerusalem. Good thing, on the other hand, is that they are having some... Well, oh, wow. 290,000 men, okay. They got a little bit of manpower reserves. I do wonder, actually, how's the quality comparison? So they've basically used up all their professionalism. They've still got fairly good tradition, but the professionalism being so down, that means that they've slackened their recruitment standards for sure. The discipline is still fairly decent. What is the advisor that we have? He is discipline advisor. Okay, that's not too bad then. Is there anything in nobility that we could give to get some better stats, perhaps? General cost would be okay. There's some monopolies that don't really help with that. Neighbor raid. Okay, if Ethiopia gains 0.1 years worth of manpower for occupying a hostile fort, the amount of manpower scales with the fort level, plus 0.1 years worth of manpower per fort level. Oh. This effect can only happen every 5 years per fort. Pollution capital will also give 1 year worth of manpower for Ethiopia. That's an interesting option. Expand the fortifications. Every own province with fort gains the following bonus. Expand the fortifications. Local defensive plus 10%. Local garrison size plus 10%. Local fort maintenance minus 10%. Every own province with ramparts. Ah, right, so that gives the same benefits from there. I'm going to put in the expand fortifications right now. That's going to give us even more defensiveness, so it's going to slow down the siege even further. So now it's 51 days. Problem is that they still got a lot of troops in here, but they are taking a lot of attrition now. But I think at this point we might need to get ready to intercept that siege there, but that's going to be potentially a very costly battle for us. Have we got on the... No, the naval battery is not done here yet, but they will then start taking attrition. Tirana would be another one for the naval battery, actually. That means that they won't be able to keep the fleet around here as much. I mean, they can, but they're going to be taking a lot more attrition. So how much do they have troops in here? That's the 25,000 plus... that's 60, 70, about 90, so that's 110,000 at least, plus potentially some others nearby. They're probably not sending everything into the sieges at once. If they don't take the siege now, we're going to attack there. If they do win the siege at 7%, which is unfortunate if it happens, but it can happen, then we'll go ahead and move in. Disease outbreak, perfect. This is the perfect time. They are now moving in. But we've got a fairly good amount of troops there. We've got even more troops here now. We've got basically a full... Yeah, there we go. Did take a bit of casualties there, but that was a victory. Persia wants to offer a loan. 500 ducats. You know what? That's actually not a bad interest rate either. Now, they got a bit of troops to the south. Can I catch that? I might be able to. Let's just spread the troops a little bit. Keep one as a reserve in Jerusalem. But Jerusalem did not fall. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, and there's a bit of a... Oh boy, that's going to be a lot of troops heading in here. Are we going to get troops in there in time? Oh, there we go. Yeah, we've got 90,000. They got some troops heading down south. We might go ahead and send this one actually in here just in case. Oh wow, that is a massive casualty the enemy took. There we go. Darfur got the base manpower. Oh boy. So we lost about 14,000 men. They lost 16,000 just infantry, 6,000 cavalry, and almost 11,000 artillerymen. That's pretty good. I'll take that. And Bukhara wants a white piece. I'll take that as well. Oh, they still got another army heading in here. Oh, never mind. They decided to... Oh, that's a lot of troops here, though. Some of them are heading to... Oh, no, they are actually still heading to El-Karak. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to consolidate the regiments, just so that the troops fighting are going to be as strong as possible. I will fight them in the mountains, defending against this army. So we got the defensive advantage, we got the discipline advantage, we got fairly similar morale now. There we go, that's another great victory. We took another about 6,500 men casualties, and they took more than that in both infantry and cavalry. There we go, I think we're starting to get into somewhere here. Let's shuffle around the troops a little bit. Oh, we might be fighting them over here. No, we're not going to move in there then. Are we going to win this? Oh, right, Malindi, we took care of the rebellion. There we go. Well, that's going to be DC'd by the fort, so let's just move to Tanga. I'm going to get more troops in here. They've got 18,000 men. Well, they had 18,000 men. They don't have a lot of cannons in this combat, luckily. Unsuitable recruits. Oh dear, minus 11,000 manpower. That's not good. Oh, come on. Are we actually going to lose this battle? Well, we are attackers in here, so I'm just going to pull back up behind Cairo. Okay, well, we do know that the enemies also lost quite a bit. Is Kiwa something that we could maybe piece out? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. The enemy is now taking some attrition over here for the ships at least, so that's good. So eventually they'll have to move their fleet away. They won't be able to use those to... Well, there's not a lot of coastal force in here to siege down anyway. Okay, so we are not doing all that great in this war. We've got the... Well, they got the ticking war score. They've got a lot more army. But of course, there's a chance that Ottomans are still... Well, they're basically out of manpower, at least. They've lost their professionalism, which we have not. Manpower, on the other hand, is a bit lackluster. So can I... Oh, actually, I can get whole soldier households. At least one of those, and then maybe we'll go ahead and get another training field for extra manpower. Tell me as it will do. But yeah, our manpower is desperate right now. So we've got one army down south that is somewhat good shape. Everything else is looking a lot worse. How's the enemy army size now? They've still got... Well, they did lose about 50,000 men in those battles. Spread the troops out a little bit. I might be able to break the siege in Jerusalem, at least. Although they've got a lot of troops in the vicinity. They are moving some more troops south. This actually could be working in our favor. Let's just go ahead and start moving troops in here. We don't have a huge amount of manpower income right now. We may need to slacken the recruitment standards a little bit. Oh no, they're moving troops in here. Okay, they stopped the siege of Tabuk at least. Is that, that's gonna be too much. I'm gonna move this one to Sinai. But yeah, they got the troops right there. I don't think I can really deal with that one. Well, some of them might be moving south. Oh, and they're sieging down more stuff there. They won't be getting into Ethiopia, at least, unless they can get big fleets there, which I don't think they will. Now, Kiwa, I can't piece you out yet, can I? No. Eventually, though. Eventually. They probably have a lot higher manpower gain. We're getting about 900 per month, which is not all that much. Okay, that's pretty bad for the siege there. They got a lot... Oh, no, they got some troops heading north, but I think we're just going to have to take this battle again. Actually, before we get in there, I'm going to consolidate the regiments. We may not have as wide of a front line then, but at least the troops that are on the front line especially are going to be at least a fairly combat effective troops. They got some reinforcements. Actually, no, they don't have reinforcements heading in here. No, now they do. And we're still losing this. Oh, that... No, yeah, no, this is not good. Should have probably taken that 500 ducats then. Okay, well, let's go ahead and slacken the recruitment standards. That's going to start reducing our professionalism quite badly. But we don't really have the choice. We need the manpower. I might be able to take the enemies in the fort and tires. That's at least a mountain fort. And they are probably taking a lot of attrition in here. Well, at least some attrition on the siege. So how's the losses now? We've lost 200,000 men in combat and another 56,000 on... Actually, is that all the combat or is just the... Total? Okay, so yeah. We lost still quite a bit of troops. They've lost a lot more. But yeah, it's not great. The taking war score is definitely in their side. We're not going to give up yet. We're not going to give up yet. We've got one loan. Could recruit some mercenaries if need be. Although I'd rather avoid that. How's the manpower get? Oh, there we go. We're getting, yeah, about 3 times as much manpower now because of the recruitment standards. It will wreck our professionalism though, but if that is going to allow us to defeat the Ottomans, I'm willing to take that. Also, can I go ahead and maybe upgrade some fort? No, I can't upgrade that fort yet. Plus, we're losing a lot of manpower, or coin right now. I'm going to spread the troops for a little while. And the good thing about this is that Ottomans are still going to be busy with this for a while. It might weaken them enough so that someone else will declare war on them. Like someone like Commonwealth, perhaps? No. I mean, if we went at war, Commonwealth would show ally us, but... Oh, there's goes the Royal Marriage with Hadramut. Oh, gift from Commonwealth. Well, there we go. That's going to be pretty good. Right, so I wanted to go ahead and get the fort in Cairo upgraded. It won't necessarily be done in time. I mean, they've got 80,000 men in Jerusalem right now. Do they actually get some sort of bonus for being in Holy War against me? No, not for that at least. They are a lucky nation, though, which is a bit unfortunate. They have no professionalism. The tradition is still fairly decent, but I suppose they are having some problems with manpower of their own, don't they? They got 13,000. They do have a lot more total troops, though. Oh, and the Siege of Tyre was completed. Okay, so yeah, Hadramut is going to be kind of doomed. They now siege down Jerusalem. They're probably going to head to Cairo. What are you offering? Oh, no, 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 no. I will defeat you one way or the other. Even if it bankrupts me, well, maybe not bankrupts me, but even if we need to take a lot of loans, take some... actually, how much mercenaries could we get? I suppose that's going to be a big question. Oh, wow, some of these are probably expensive, but sure. It could be useful. Bedouin auxiliaries. A lot of these are... Oh, yeah. Those are very expensive. They are quite sizable, though. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take the burger loans. That's probably going to give us enough money to take a few mercenaries. Indebted to burgers. There we go. We've got 3,000. Just there. And then let's go ahead and get some mercenaries, shall we? So the independent army doesn't have a leader. The Bedouin auxiliaries, that's 2 siege pips. That's not too bad. It's got 21 infantry, 6 cavalry, and 3 artillery. It's a bit lower on the artillery side, but I suppose we probably have more... Yeah, we've got a bit more artillery troops than what we have. Well, I suppose it depends on the army. Some of the armies do have more manpower and artillery for sure. Oh, right, you can see the mill tech on these mercenaries as well. Some of them might be higher tech than others, but these seem to all be 19. Actually, how are we are at 19. Okay. We're not that far from getting the better cannons. That could be very useful. Also, we can get another... Oh, yeah, trade steering. Yes, please. What do we get in the trade ideas? Economic... oh, right, trade efficiency, production efficiency. That's going to be very useful. Trade efficiency and movement speed could also be quite useful. And trade efficiency... Okay, so there's a decent bit of good stuff in there with the trade ideas. But yeah, let's go ahead and get at least one of the mercenaries, shall we? That'll be just infantry. That'll probably be... let's see, that's 30,000. They've got a decent bit of manpower. They got the land attrition reduction and movement speed. Actually, the Sahel company, I'm going to go ahead and hire that one. How long does it take? Okay, it's going to take a little while. No, instant. And I think Cairo is going to get sieged down. Now, luckily, we did upgrade the port in Alexandria, so they're going to be stuck there for a while. Plus, I suppose the further they go in there, the shorter distance we have to go on different side of the front line in here. And thus, while they start spreading their stuff around, we'll be in a slightly better situation. Because right now we need to get a whole lot more manpower for these armies. They're not even nearly ready. Water shortage already in Cairo. This is going to be painful regardless. Are we still... We are actually still making money. I'm going to go ahead and get ourselves... Well, I suppose we don't have the mercenaries up yet. So, of course, once those have been recruited, it might change a little bit. Can I actually... I can probably stop the... Ah, right, they're still building that. I don't think I can cancel the construction work. Oh, no, I can. There we go. Because they are going to siege it down. It's no point in trying to allow them to then complete the fort there. Oh, another water shortage. That's good. For them, mind you, not for us. There is a small army in here. Well, I say small army. They got still about 100,000 men in there. In Hadramut. They still got 250,000 men. We have not even nearly that. Well, we did get the mercenaries at least now. So let's go ahead and get these in position. They got 68,000 manpower there. So that, combined with these, we could potentially defeat the enemy in Adan. Well, I don't know about that. They've got 150,000 men total there. They got quite a bit in the north. Yeah, Cairo's been lost. Well, if they're heading south, which they seem to be, we can combine the troops. I think at this point it might be worthwhile just consolidating the regiments in general. Because reinforcing these is going to be tricky. So how much is that? That's, I guess we could combine these two armies. Combine these two armies. We'll reorganize these later on after the war. This content zone, thank you, Songhai. Much appreciated. I will have my revenge against you later. Okay, so, we've got 3 armies, essentially. Oh, we now got the 20,000 men army down here in the south now. The Royal Heretic. We'll just take the unrest right now. Unfortunately, most of the unrest is not in the territories that is being occupied or anything like that. We've got 100,000 men right here in Kuz. They haven't started sieging down Alexandria, at least. They siege down Gaza, that now going for Suez. Let's get these 2 armies north. I mean, we'll have at least 90,000 men. If we can get... Well, that's going to be sieging down to Buk soon enough. If we get the armies from the south to join on this, I'll probably find them in Kazan Ibrahim or somewhere around there. Or maybe even in Berber. I don't know. Of course, the forts that we have in here are not a very high level. So that's going to be causing some issues. For sure. Oh, they got another 30,000 men arriving in here. And there we go, they have sieged down it. Okay, so now they're headed for Alexandria, are they? They might be. Oh no, they might be actually spreading out the troops a little bit. Oh, that's going to be brilliant. And that means that we might be able to actually take them. There's the reinforcements from the south. Okay, that's going to be pretty far away, so we'll have to do with these 4 or 3 armies in here. They have no leader in this. Oh, okay, we got a chance. Lost Tabuk. Now they might be sending troops south. They won the siege in Girga. We're not going to take the peace deal yet. I'm not defeated yet. You might have the upper hand currently. But I just need to take a few of your armies away, and then you are having a lot more problems again. Plus, I've got a lot more professionals to spare currently, compared to them. Let's go ahead and win the siege, or win the battle in Isna. They got 80,000 men arriving from the north, though, so we might be a little bit careful here. But if we can defeat another army, and then pull back for a brief moment to regroup, this might be actually a stack wipe. Unless they get here in time. Well, it wasn't a second wipe, but they did take a lot of casualties. They got quite a bit of troops heading in here. They are going to be taking river crossing penalty, probably. Let's go ahead and consolidate the regiments, just to make the fighting slightly better, at least. We got a... Oh dear, this is going to be bad. We've got the manpower advantage right now, but we just don't have the morale at all after that battle. I don't even... like... Okay. I'm going to have to retreat. Having minus 42 war score is not great. Minus 43 right now. Okay, Kiwa, can I piece you out? Nope. Well, pretty close, though. And you wouldn't take war reparations either. Okay, so... yeah, that's a problem. Basically, they've got a massive advantage in manpower. I'm just going to go ahead and start recruiting some more mercenaries. I usually don't like mercenaries, but at this point we don't really have a lot of choice. We need to have troops to defeat them in here. That's not to say that they haven't taken any casualties in this combat. They certainly have. But we're having a lot more issues right now. Of course, we're fighting against about 3 times the army size total. Well, actually, it might not be that much more anymore. Especially with the mercenaries that we're recruiting, but... yeah, it's still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad. They don't have that much over here in Arabia anymore, though. So we could potentially shuffle the focus down that way. But we also need to defeat these armies that are causing issues. We've got 2 armies in here. We could probably utilize these 2. As well as the mercenaries. Oh, is this is another mercenary unit. Okay, let's get some generals for these mercenaries then. No, I'm not going to take your peace seals. I will dictate the peace terms. Let's just go ahead and get these in here. They've got... oh, plague. Where's this one? Oh, that's on the complete opposite side. There's nothing we can do. I don't really want to take even more loans right now. I mean, we are going to be taking a loan next month anyway. But this is going to be a very expensive war. Also blockaded. Alright. Well, oh, are they? No, these are just fleets. They're not transporting troops over. Okay, if they don't win the siege now... they did. Oh, we can catch them in there still, regardless, maybe. There's Gareb. Good thing is that they spread their troops quite a bit, but there's another loan. Mercenaries are going to cost us an arm and a leg. How is our army professionals down to... oh dear, that is a lot. It is down a lot. Well, let's go ahead and pull back these. Send in one of their mercenary units perhaps in there. Help with the siege. There we go, that's a victory. Now the question is it actually going to try to engage us in combat in here? They might be. If they are, no, okay. Well, we're going to engage them. That's going to be all the armies that we have almost. We actually got one more that we're going to move in. Oh, we caught the army in here. We've got 100,000 men arriving into this combat, so I don't think they'll be winning this one. Yeah, there we go. We did get a bit more casualties than they did. But we won the battle. They've still got some troops in here, but trying to break through all of this is going to be tricky. I guess we can go ahead and use the mercenaries as the sort of front units, so to speak. Did we? Oh yeah, we got another mercenary division or army arriving from the south. We'll go ahead and send in a couple of units into Kuz. Lost Alexandria. Well, that's not good. And they got Damietta, so we don't produce... oh, actually, we got Tirana still with the naval battery, so they are still taking attrition in here. But now with the mercenaries, we have still a chance. Oh, and that's another loan. Well, technically speaking, I could move there, but I would have to go around, so we're going to hold on to the locations. The siege of... you know what? I'm going to use the artillery barrage to win this siege faster. Because then that means that they won't actually... oh, it's got 100,000 men arriving. Okay. Formers want to give a loan. Okay, I'll take it. Probably won't be paying these back anytime soon. And no, I'm not going to take the... oh, wow. No, I'm not going to give up all of that. 80,000. Okay, they are all heading over here to Kaiser. Got the fort now. Question is, do we go around? Oh, also... Kiwa, no, you still don't want to get out of the war? Nope. You're getting closer, though. So we're going to retake that one. We've got a lot of troops in here, but they also have loads and loads of armies. They are actually moving further south there. Alright, then. They got one army heading north. I'm going to go and catch that one. Then we're going to go try to get Cairo back. Defeat that army. Okay, how's this battle going? This is going to be an easy victory, I hope. They were trying to send troops, but then they realized that's going to be futile. So that's one enemy army away again. We still need to get back to Jaffa to actually conquer that and get the war goal back. But now we've split their armies. We can potentially either go after the southern troops first. Well, actually, we can catch them in there. If need be, we can send in more troops here. They probably got... yeah, they got a bit more troops heading in here. But I think this is going to be another victory. Bit of doom stacking in here, but that's just how it's going to have to be. There we go. Decent bit of casualties on both sides. But more on their side, actually. That's good. And that's going to be changing hands soon enough. We can probably go ahead and just start chasing down the enemy armies down south. But we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. If you haven't already, I'll check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.